We had helped Alexei Shostakov, otherwise known as Red Guardian. We helped him escape from prison, and now we were on our way to meet Natasha Romanov's fake mother Melina Vostokov, and since Alexei Shostakov shaved his beard, he got laid when he met Melina Vostokov again after so long, and of course Melina Vostokov still betrayed us, but I had already used my powers of creation to make the black gas to disable the mind control in all the Black Widows, so I used it on the people that came to capture us because they were Black Widows, so I decided to save them all instead of killing them, and they help us to get to the Red Room aircraft, and when we boarded the massive plane we were confronted by Taskmaster, otherwise known as Antonia Dreykov, and I used the Black Widow gas on her, and then I healed her body and I restored her beautiful face to what it was. After that she decided to help us kill her father, so we all teamed up, and even though I didn't need help I worked with Natasha Romanov and the others to kill Dreykov, Antonia's father, and while I was busy helping Natasha Romanov kill Dreykov, Antonia helped Yelena Belova spread the red mist cure all around the Red Room to break the mind control of the other Black Widows. I just worked as a powerful support unit to help everyone, and then right after I freed all the Black Widows I gave them all the ability to have children again. In other words, I restored the Black Widows' sexual reproductive organs, and when I told them all the Black Widows I healed them, they all decided to have sex with me, but they didn't want to marry me, they just wanted to have my children. But Antonia Dreykov and Yelena Belova did marry me. I also managed to convince the Black Widows to keep the Red Room as a base of operations, and I even modified it to have everything in it just like a real home. It has a very large shower room and a big sleeping quarters and barracks, and I even modified it to be able to fly in outer space really fast, and I even decided to reinforce the entire Red Room with invincible metal, and now it can even travel through black holes, and it can also move at the speed of light, much like my Doom Fortress. Speaking of my Doom Fortress, I decided to show Peter Quill my spaceship, and I took Drax the Destroyer with me to hell to fight demons, and when he saw the demons he even got scared but also excited too, and he said this is going to be fun, and I said get ready, this is only the first wave, there are hundreds and thousands of them. And then I activated my Doomslayer suit and the Doomslayer symbol formed on my Predator armor, and then Drax also activated his Predator armor, and then Drax said incredible, I like this suit, and then I said focus, don't get distracted, and then me and Drax fought the demons for what seemed like forever, and Drax finally started to get really tired and weary, and I showed no signs of slowing down, and I said don't stop fighting, don't give up or they will kill you, Drax stay on the move. And then Drax said I'm tired and I can't hold out anymore, I've never been in a relentless battle like this, and then I said this is a war not a battle, and then I said get on your feet, and then a red Imperial Hell Knight tried to kill Drax, but I jumped in front of it and I ripped its head off with my bare hands, and I had to finish off the rest of the demons. In total I killed 2 million demons, and Drax only killed 100 demons before he got too tired, and then I said Drax you can't stop, they will kill you, and then he said I can't fight no more, I'm too tired and I'm hungry, and then I shouted kill a pinky demon and eat him, and then he asked me which one is a pinky demon, and then I pointed at one, and then Drax started killing pinky demons and eating them all, and then he quickly regained his strength, and Drax said I feel better, and then I said I have been killing these demons for billions of years without rest and without food, I also don't need to drink water or sleep, and then Drax said I am not like you, I'm still mortal, I'm not a god, and I had to prevent Drax from being killed many times until finally I stood on top of a pile of demon corpses, and then Drax finally understood how powerful I really am, and he said to himself I thought I was a warrior, but I'm nothing compared to this man, he fights forever and he doesn't stop. And then finally for once someone finally understood what the Doomslayer has to deal with every day when he's in hell. And then when we finally went back home, Drax said I don't never want to go back to that place again, I'm not strong enough for that place and I never will be. And then I said a war is different, it's relentless and more bloody than a battle, I've been fighting the demons in a war for centuries, ever since I gained all the powers of the Doomslayer I've continued fighting the demons, and I've killed millions of them, and in hell there's no shortage of demons. And then Drax asked me where did they come from, and then I said well they all come from evil souls.